Hi everybody, Dan Illman here with the DRFBets race of the day for Sunday, October the 14th. It's race number 5 at Santa Anita. We are kicking off the 50-cent late pick 5 with the $75,000 Anoakia stakes for 2-year-old fillies. You can bet the race with a DRFBets account. Sign up at bets.drf.com and receive a 300% deposit match. Here are the field of 2-year-old fillies getting set to go 6 furlongs at the Great Race Place on Santa Anita. You can access free formulator pass performances for the race on the Race of the Day event page at drf.com. Download them, handicap along with me. I'll take the field in post position order, beginning with the longest shot on the board, the number 1 Watch Me Burn, who is the only 2-time winner in this field. Now, both of those fields she beat were of weaker quality than the one she's going to face on Sunday. And in her most recent start, they tried the big girls in the Grade 1 Del Mar debutante, where she pressed the pace but was no match for Bellafina, arguably the leading 2-year-old filly in the country. She came back, Bellafina did, after winning the Del Mar debutante, to grab the Chandelier, a Grade 1 race at Santa Anita, with an 89 Beyer speed figure. Watch Me Burn is quick, but there are still some class concerns. Is she really a stakes horse? We'll take a look at the Timeform US pace projector for this race because it might be very important. There doesn't appear to be a lot of speed in this race according to Timeform US. You'll note the blue bar that indicates that this race might favor horses on or near the early lead, and the horse that they have on a rather clear early lead is the number 2, It's Just an Illusion, a daughter of Uncle Mo, who won her career debut very nicely at Santa Anita on September the 30th. She was not a surprise that day as the 9-10 favorite for Jerry Hollendorfer, and she showed big speed. She was able to clear the field early, and she looked strong in the stretch, winning with an 80 Beyer speed figure. If she gets this situation once again, she might be very, very tough to beat. She is wheeling back on short notice. That bothers me a little bit. This is only a 2-week turnaround from the career debut, but Hollendorfer knows what he's doing. Mike Smith takes them out on It's Just an Illusion, who could be controlling things up front. The number 3 is Marzano, a daughter of first crop stallion Verrazano and a half-sister to the multiple stakes winner Tara's Way. This horse really improved, moving from turf to dirt and route to sprint in the recent maiden score at Los Alamitos at a big price. She bobbled a little bit coming out of the gate and was hustled hard to get into a really strong position forwardly placed on the far turn. Once she made the lead, she really didn't face any competition in the stretch, drawing away a win by 5 with a solid 71 Beyer speed figure. Marzano might show a little bit more speed in this spot, but this is a pretty big step up in class. She might be a horse to be used underneath in single race exotics. This will be her first start for trainer Leonard Powell. The 4 is And You Shall Receive. This is a daughter of Fed Biz who sold for $225,000 as a yearling, and she's a half-sister to the solid sprinter in New York, Duchère, a multiple stakes winner. The dam was Grade 2 placed. So this filly has some pedigree, and I like the way she kicked home, utilizing that long stretch at Los Alamitos to her advantage in her career debut. She broke well, she tracked the pace. It looked like she was in big trouble entering the far turn as the pace setter seemed to get away, and Tiago Pereira had to get the whip out on And You Shall Receive to keep her motivated around the turn. But once she got into the stretch, she eventually was able to grind down the pace setter and win going away with a 62 Beyer speed figure. I think she might need a little bit more pace and maybe down the road a little bit more distance, but it's nice to see that she came out of that race in sharp form, a blowout bull at 3 furlongs on October the 10th. The big name in this race is the number 5, Chasing Yesterday, the 6-5 morning line favorite. This is the little half-sister to Triple Crown winner American Pharaoh, who is so impressive, winning her career debut at Del Mar with an 86 Beyer speed figure. She then shipped all the way across the country and started favored in the prestigious Grade 1 Spin-Away Stakes. And I think a couple of things happened in that race that just wasn't very comfortable for Chasing Yesterday. She was bumped a little bit coming out of the gate, and as soon as she got in and among horses and in behind horses and getting dirt kicked in her face for the first time, she seemed to hate it. She started climbing on the backstretch. Mike Smith couldn't wait to get to the outside and in the clear and away from all of that spray. And in that case, Chasing Yesterday then had to come with a 5-wide bid around the turn. She crept into contention turning into the stretch, and then she flattened out in a pace that really fell apart at the end. It was a strong field. Restless Rider came back to win the Alcibiades with an 84 Beyer, and the third place finisher came back to run third in the Grade 1 Frisette with a 73 Beyer. Chasing Yesterday draws an ideal outside post position this time around, and her new rider Drayden Van Dyke is not going to let her get in behind horses. She's going to keep her in the clear and hope for one run and perhaps to overcome the pace advantage that the 2 It's Just Just an Illusion has turning into the stretch. It is notable that Mike Smith had the choice of Chasing Yesterday and It's Just an Illusion, and he chose the Hollendorfer runner over the Baffert runner. As we take a look at my top selection, I think the pace does make the race. I do think that Chasing Yesterday has a future. It might be at longer distances down the road. I'm curious to see how she rebounds from the spin away, and again, the outside post position is good for her, but I was taken with It's Just an Illusion's debut victory, and perhaps the daughter of Uncle Mo can wire them once again as she wheels back on 2 weeks rest. I'll go with It's Just an Illusion in the feature at Santa Anita on Sunday. You can bet the race and you can bet the card with a DRFBets account. Sign up and receive a 300% deposit match at bets.drf.com. Approximate post time for race number 5 at the Great Race Place on Sunday, 2:44 Pacific. Good luck.